Good morning again. Apparently, I'm getting better at this. I actually had a comment. Thank you so much. Um, I'm tempted to frame it. Yes. Um, just thought I would hop on and share. This is my morning. My morning started at about 4:45. I did get some decent sleep. Thank you, God. Uh, why am I doing this? Is because, well, it feels good. Um, I did not tame my hair last night before I went to bed. I felt very poorly. Um, my body just, I don't know, it feels like that I'm getting weaker every day, regardless of the pushing and trying to make things happen. But you know what? It's like I've said before. If my father can get up every day and fight stage 4 cancer as long as he's fought it and deal with cancer for as long as he's dealt with it, and if my sister can get up and take care of 3 children and be physically, basically, if you seen the accident that she was in and seen what she does now, you would just kind of have to go, ha, how does she do that? Because trust me, I stayed with her a lot last year when we were doing visits with the biological mother, who is my niece, and I don't mean to sound cold whenever I call her the biological mother, because I do still love her. I do pray for her, and I do think of her quite often, and I miss her. Ooh, I get all emotional. Um, I hope that at some point um, she gets it together, and I hope it's sooner than later. My fear is that we will bury her, and I don't want that. It just, I don't know what type of treatment that she needs, but I know that there are people in her life that continue to encourage the behavior, and I don't know what else to do. Um, I am going to move forward. Anyway, as I said, I did not tame the hair, did not even put on a bonnet last night. I had fun being out yesterday, Kroger, Walmart, and Parisians. I love going in the store. I learn so much. I watch YouTube videos. I do a lot of research. I have for several years, and the camera is bouncing because Mr. Poe is on the bed with me, and he is scratching. We may need to do an introduction while I've got him close. I don't think that I've introduced him to you yet. Um, but we will go into that in a bit. But this is kind of how I rolled out of bed this morning looking. Sometimes, just go to be who you are and do it without makeup. Um, Today is a chemo day for my dad. Um, I'm not going down there unless I hear from my mother. I'm praying that he had a good night. He inadvertently forgot his medication, um, and that has troubled me all night long. Um, I've prayed and prayed that God will give him peace, and if God decides to heal him, I'm all for that. There's a reason why we're on this journey, and um, why we've been on this journey. And I had said something I was talking with the cashier at Walmart yesterday, and when I said something about my dad being sick, and I was explaining to her that I'm so close to being done with Christmas that it's not even funny. And I told her, I said, well, I've been kind of, as I can get it done, getting it done. Because I know, there's the possibility that I may have to go back down there and visit with and stay with them and help take care of my dad and my mom. And not so much that it's harder to do things, but it's just hard. Just if I can get it done today, then I don't have to worry about it. Now, that also comes into play with the fact that none of my grandsons' toys are going to be wrapped. I don't do that. I don't wrap stuff. I'm sorry. I think that the hype of the holiday and pretty packages and stuff like that tends to take away from what we're actually celebrating. And I have kind of some mixed feelings on Christmas, and we'll get into that after a while. But hey, let's start the day. I've been drinking coffee since about 5. I took my first new medicine. I didn't really talk about that much yesterday. We decided to give Lebanese a try. The new doctor said, you're taking a max dose of Concerta and it's not helping. I think we need to try something else. And I'm thinking, I kind of suggested that to the other doctor. But again, I have nothing bad to say towards my former doctor. Sometimes you just reach an impasse, a lack of communication, and I think that's partly what came into play between me and her. It just seemed like, and yeah, there's a lot going on in my world. I've had a plate full longer than I can begin to explain. It is what it is. It's life. And, the only thing that I can do is get up every day and put one foot in front of the other. No matter how bad it hurts physically or emotionally. And do what I have to do or what I am able to do. And so, moving forward, I had a whole different game plan for this video, but here I am just talking to you again. But yeah, I did a little verse. If you don't like this part, you don't have to listen. If you, this is an easier way, and I'm not trying to slight my devotional time or anything like that. This is an easier way for me to grab onto a verse. I tend to cycle through. I will read and read and read and read and read, and then some days I just can't. It's, I guess, the nature of the beast of the storm that goes on in my brain. I don't know. I can't grasp anything. So for me, versus just stopping everything, using the apps like the Bible Gateway with Verse of the Day and things like that, help me to grab onto a verse. I tend to not listen to the radio this time of year because, I'm sorry, but there's only so many jingle bells I can jingle. And I tend to want to jingle a little bit closer to Christmas. Okay? And I don't want to, in the celebration of Christmas, I don't want to get so far into jingle belling that I forget about the reason why I celebrate Christmas. And I celebrate the birth of Christ. And I know that it is speculated to be the wrong time of year. I know all that. But it is the day set aside that we celebrate the birth of Christ. And I try to celebrate him every day. But anyway, the verse comes from Hebrews this morning, and I so like Hebrews. I just love that. I believe it also is why men should make the coffee, because it says Hebrews. Ha ha ha, little joke. But it's God, who at sundry times and in divers manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. Hebrews 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll take that for a little snippet today. I have some things that I need to get ordered. I've been watching YouTube videos and learning how to do more DIY stuff. Gonna run a brush through my hair here shortly, throw some makeup on, and decide there were some things that I needed to do, and for the life of me, I did not write them down and make a list. So, oh well. I guess I kind of figured because normally I do chemo with my dad, and I'm not today, and I guess I didn't write anything down in case something happened, and I went down there. Right now I'm still kind of resting and trying to take care of myself because they both appear to be handling business okay. And by that I mean I haven't gotten any phone calls or anything that indicate otherwise. And this is a journey that we are on with Dad. It may be his final journey, but I know that in the last so many months that we have been blessed. We've been blessed all along this journey. Dr. Badine is one of the biggest blessings that have come into our lives, and I'm thankful. There are so many things that could have taken my father's life, but God has seen fit to keep him with us. I've also seen a reconciliation in my family. It took, I guess, 9 or 10 years to happen, but it happened. And it reaffirms my faith that in every situation, God is still working. No matter what the problem is, no matter what it appears to look like, God is still working. And I'm thankful for that. There's just so much that I could tell you that it's just a God thing. And I'm so thankful. I am so thankful. I get hooked on songs periodically, and currently my song is "Take Me to the King," and Tamala Mann sings it, and which she just is amazing and blesses my heart. But yeah, if whatever you're going through, remember I told you before, going is an action verb. You haven't stopped there. Understand what I'm saying? You haven't stopped there. You're going through. And help is on the way. But if you stop today, that help can't come. It can't get to you. So hold on. God is working. In whatever your situation is, God is working. Good, bad, whatever. He has a perfect plan. And believe me, I have no idea why I deal with the pain and stuff that I deal with. I have a wonderful friend of mine from my childhood who has had more sickness and more just bad to deal with in the course of her lifetime. And I can't figure it out to save my life because she's been one of the most faithful people. And I don't know. I don't know why God chose that path for her. But at the same time, her witness, she's kind of a modern day Job. And she doesn't waver. We get down, we get depressed, but we don't waver in our faith. And I'm just going to hush, or I'm going to preach. One of the two. So I am going to figure out what I'm going to do with myself today, other than, his hair. Um, reason number one for the bonnet. Um, it's going to be fun. By the way, I did get all the banana out and the clumps of turmeric. I don't know if we'll be doing the banana thing again anytime soon. I thought I might do it as a weekly thing, but I'm going to try it next week and puree the banana, and we'll go from there. Got to place an order for some cool stuff that I've seen people do, but for now, I have talked, and I need to get busy. So, blessings.